Hello everyone, Functionx here. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Space Engineers on Planets. This is episode 24. In between, I worked a little bit on the hangar bay here. Finished out the rest of the force field doors, added some slants on the walls. Somehow now I need to create a roof and walls for this that look good, even though this is a smaller cross-section than that over there. So it has to kind of bow out as it goes across. But we're not going to do that today. I want to drive into... I want to go into space. The whole point of coming to the moon, well, the whole premise of the moon base was to have a place we could set up the industrial centrifuge and just mine out a ton of dirt and get a ton of free materials. That was a good plan, but we're not getting enough. It's just I'm always low on materials, and so I think I'm going to have to double down and actually go mine for real. Instead of right now, if I need iron, I just go out and get a little bit of iron and come back. I haven't created this huge stockpile that I would love to have. So after that episode when we drove this purple guy here into space accidentally, I figured, hey, this guy, he's power enough. He can get into space really easily. And he can also hold a lot because he's got 2 big cargo containers. But he has no mining drill. Well, that guy does have a mining drill, but he can't hold very much. So what if I combine the two? Or something like that. So what I think I'm going to do, excuse me, is attach this guy to this ship, and then we'll fly them both together to wherever we want to go. So where and how am I going to attach them? The problem, I could attach them to the connector. They're 2 connector ports together. But I think that would cause issues because he's a little too stubby, a little short and stubby. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to build up... Oh, I need some actual blocks here. I need to get rid of this connector. He's got no purpose anymore. Oh, did I not get it in there? There we go. Let's get... Where's my steel? There we go. I think I'll just build up a platform for him to kind of rest on the top. Oops, that's not what I meant. It's kind of changing the aesthetic of this ship, but I think it'll work much better. So grind away this guy. Go away. My goodness. Ooh, I love that. And let's grab our miner and power him up. Yeah, I know life support is low, ship fuel's low. It's been doing that ever since the last patch. And I don't know why. Alright, so we need to land this guy on the other guy. It's going to be a little tricky, because I don't want to block the hydrogen engines, or the engines, the thrust engines, whatever. I don't think they'll harm other blocks, because they're just... ion ones, but who knows. Okay, so let's bring her down. Can we get that landing gear to touch? Yes, okay. P. Cool. Now what do I need to do? I need to turn off all the engines and all the gyros on this ship so that he doesn't try and make the other ship not move. So I could completely shut him down, but I think that'll shut the other ship down. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, PK. Now I need to get everything on this ship. Thrusters off. Drills are off. Ore detector I don't really care about. Cameras, connectors, gyroscopes definitely need to be off. Large thrusters. Landing gear needs to be on. They're all off. Okay. That should be good for him now. He shouldn't influence the other ship other than just the weight. And hopefully that'll stick on. I have no idea if this will work. I've never flown a ship attached to another ship before. So we're going to have some fun. Oh, that's one thing that's going to be hard, is the view is completely obstructed. Okay, awesome. Yeah, but let's turn this guy on. disconnect and kind of fly out of here. I might need a roof on this hangar bay because if I ever do things like this, they won't fit out those doors. But he seems to be handling okay. Other than having a horrible view from behind. You can see it like jumps into cockpit and then switches over. What if I pilot from underneath it? That might work. All right. And to get off the planet, we're just going to hit spacebar, and we should be into space in no time flat, because this guy goes from 0 to 100 in just a couple seconds. All right, and are we in space yet? And almost. So the plan is to go to an asteroid. That way I don't have to deal with gravity. All right, we're flying this direction. I would like to... Oh, maybe I just will have to fly from the cockpit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Maybe not. So if I turn this way, all the way upside down, it should slow us down really quick with the gyros. Or the reverse thrusters, whatever. Dampeners, that's what I meant to say. Man, I'm saying wrong things. All right, now we're going that direction. Okay. Let's find an asteroid. Do we remember where they were? I think we just flew away from the Earth. So let's head this way. And see what we can see. Oh, come on. I don't like this viewpoint. We're still flying like that direction. Very quickly. So dampeners off. One thing I'm worried about is an asteroid comes out of nowhere and I just can't stop. But we'll see. $130. 140. All right, well, if anything interesting happens, I will cut back in. Other than that, I'll just fly until we start seeing some asteroids. Okay, guys, I've found the asteroid fields. I'm trying desperately to slow down before I hit anything. I've got full stop going here. Luckily, it looks like I've avoided all the asteroids. So that is great news. So let's go ahead and pull ourselves up to 1 here once we've kind of stopped a little bit better. And let's just pick a random one. How about this guy right here? I still can't really. I'm just going to have to do it from the cockpit. All right, which one were we going to? You look a lot further away. Who's close? Who's my target for destruction? Nobody. Okay, I guess you are the closest one here. Probably don't want to aim directly at it, just in case I can't stop in time. That would not be good. Slam both of my main ships into an asteroid would be pretty bad. Come on. Hopefully this has something decent on it. Okay, that looks, I think we're pretty close. It's hard to tell distance and scale. So to stop, we'll pitch up again, use the big engines. All right. Are we close enough to send the miner out exploring? I think so. Get a little bit closer. Okay, so hit T to get out. Everything's stopped now. Should be fine. He has an antenna, so I should be able to find him. I probably... Why does it say antenna? Shouldn't it be named? Name. Oh, show ship name. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So the Harmony, and this one does not have an antenna, but that's fine. Go ahead and get him, and we will need to turn the engines back on and disconnect. Dampeners on. I think our gyros are still turned off. Okay, those are on. Let's go check out the asteroid, see what we got. Hopefully something decent. Wouldn't mind a big pile of iron and silicon and some other good stuff. I don't really need a lot of ice. Looks like there is a bunch of ice, though. What do we got? Uranium and iron and ice. Okay. Ooh, almost flew right into that thing. Doesn't this guy have spotlights on the front? He does, but it looks like they're... There we go. They're off. Okay, let's turn on the drills. Start chewing away this guy. And the aim here now is to get a ton of materials and take them back. So I'll probably fill this entire ship up with iron. And then drop it off at the Harmony. And then I'll go and get a bunch of ice and then a bunch of something else. And once we get like pretty much all the resources that we can, we will go back to the moon, process it all, and then create a large ship. So I want to have something big that I can take like to the to Mars or some of the other planets or moons. And I can take all my ships with me and a bunch of material and all that kind of stuff. So, but to get a large ship, we need a lot of iron. That's for sure. And this asteroid has plenty of it. And it's much easier to do it out in space here than on the moon. The moon's got gravity. As soon as this guy becomes heavy, he's so hard to fly. But right now he's weightless, right? So, piece of cake. And I love these drills. They're so much stronger than the vanilla ones. Very difficult to break them. Watch me break them. Watch me, watch me. Watch me drill. All right, well, we got 86,000 kilograms of iron already. One thing that sucks about these drills, I didn't make them big enough so they could drill a hole the ship could fit through, really. So I can't just go straight. I have to kind of wiggle and turn to make a big enough hole. As you can see here, I don't really fit. So we'll just kind of drill out that hole. And I'm hitting up top. Whoop, bonking everything. Don't bonk the battery. That would be a bad thing to break. Drills I can replace. Battery, this ship would be gunner. Alright, how much can we hold right now? Do I not have any, let's see, drills? Okay, medium cargo. Oh, this is what I want to check. There we go. The connector can hold 11,000, drill 45, 45, 33. Yeah, we can hold quite a bit. But the cargo container is full. So at this point, we're just filling up the drills. Oh, don't break, don't break, don't break. I love where my astronaut's sitting. He has no view at all. He's just looking at the back of a battery. This is his view. He's like, yeah, I'm mining. This is exciting. Cool. Well, while we're mining, let's talk about the channel a little bit. So I have purchased an HTC Vive which is a VR headset and controllers. And that should be here first week of April. I was one of the first people in. I bought it within the first 5 minutes of it going on pre-sale. So I should get it opening day or launch day, which is April 5th. And yeah, so I'll definitely, as soon as I get it, do an unboxing video. And then we'll I plan to have some kind of well, then a setup video, maybe like a tutorial on how everything works. And then maybe a review. So there's 3 videos right there the first day. Then I need to do a little bit of testing, and that to find out if my computer and more so video card can handle the Vive. And not just handle the Vive, but handle the Vive plus recording, which I'm doubting it can. So we're gonna try, but if it can't, then I'll go pick out a new video card. And I'll get that set up, and that'll just delay some of the gameplay a little bit. But then I'm going to have we'll call it a virtual LAN party with some members of my family and friends. And we're going to try out some of the games and just kind of get some initial reactions and see how people like it, like VR in general and like the Vive. And then I've sent out about 40 emails to various game studios that have launch titles for the Vive. Asking for media key access, and I've gotten pretty good response. Maybe about, I think, 12 to 13 of them so far have responded either with a key or saying, as soon as you get your Vive, send us a request and we'll give you a key. So those that were nice enough and generous enough to provide us a key will get the first reviews, and we'll review the games and kind of show some demo gameplay. And one thing I really was interested in doing is showing mixed reality. And what you do there is you basically have a camera, like a webcam or something, filming reality, right? The person playing the game. And then you do some crazy configuration settings, assuming the game was created in Unity. It only works, as far as I know, with games created in Unity. To film the virtual reality. But with these weird configuration options, you kind of change where the camera is on the PC, not within the virtual headset, but on the PC, it's kind of second display, so that it actually films from the same place that your external camera is filming. And then you can lay those images on top of each other, and then you kind of get a video where you can see the person doing the, in the VR, how they're moving around, but you also see inside, you'll see the virtual reality and how they're affecting. I don't know, it's crazy. Go look at some of the stuff for Fantastic Contraption. I plan to do that. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me or how successful I'll be at it. I definitely know I'll need a better computer for that. And it'll take a lot of trial and error to get the camera in the right position. The best way to do it is to have a third controller that you actually like duct tape to your camera so the VR knows where your camera is. But I don't have a third controller. I won't have a third controller. So I'm just going to have to play around and configure it till the camera's in the right spot. So yeah, expect that on my channel. If you guys want to see VR, there's a lot of cool games. I'm really, really excited for a lot of these games. We'll definitely play them, and make sure that you're subbed to my channel, and leave a comment below on which VR title you're most excited about. Also, if you think right now we have the Vive and the Oculus Rift, the PlayStation VR, which is not going to be out for a while, and the Samsung Gear VR. What are you guys most excited about? What do you think the positives and negatives are? Let me know what you think, and we'll discuss it. I know the big drawback of the VR is the price, or the Vive is the price. It's $800, but it's one of the only ones right now that gives you room scale, which is allows you to move around within a space of about 15 feet square. Whereas the Oculus, at least for now, until they get the touch controllers and the cameras, you're all pretty much in a standing or sitting position. And then the Gear VR as well. It does not have position tracking really for room scale. I think the PlayStation will, because you have to buy the camera, whatever camera comes on the PlayStation. So yeah, that's why I went the Vive. That was my decision choice. Also, I demoed the Vive at Sundance Film Festival in Park City, and it blew away the Oculus. Like if you're trying to decide between the two and you've got the money, go with the Vive all the way. And that'll be part of my review when I actually get the Vive in-house and start demoing it. But I think the Vive is going to be amazing, and really excited to do it. In other news, I have started, because I'm not really doing a lot of programming as a hobby in Minecraft anymore. And the Space Engineers programming, I couldn't fall in love with it. It wasn't exciting. I tried it. I tried to make some videos on it, but it was not fun. I wanted to, have some kind of a programming hobby. So I've picked up Unity development. And so I've been learning how to create video games in 3D, 2D and 3D games. And once I have the Vive, I can actually hook it up to Unity and create my own virtual reality games. So I'm really excited to that. And so along with the demos of the virtual reality games, I'm probably going to do some programming tutorials Unity that are VR focused. So if you guys want to see how to make a virtual reality game, then that will be coming on the channel in maybe about a month. So look forward to that. All right, 357 tons of iron. Now I have to attach our two connectors together, so we'll suck it into the harmony here. So this is going to be interesting. I don't think it'll fit this way, so I'm going to have to turn it this way. And this would not work on the moon because both of these machines do not have enough thrust to stay afloat when they're upside down. And one of these would have to be upside down to connect them this way, or at least sideways. All right, come on, let's line you up and push you on in there. And hopefully the harmony just sucks. Oops, don't want to do that. Just sucks the iron out of you. All right, let's see what happens. Nothing. All right, so hit K. Let's go to inventory. Over here, we're going to get everything with iron. Over here, we're going to get the large cargo. And just start dragging it over. Perfect. Nice. How did we get uranium? That's weird. Oh, see, I imagined this. I thought this thing would suck it out. And it looks like it did. It just took a while. But it did. Because it says ore, it sucked everything out of these guys. Perfect. So go ahead and disconnect. And I don't want to fly them with their connectors together. One, I don't want the connectors to explode. I know that used to be a bug. I'm not sure if it still is anymore. But also the balance would be way off because this thing doesn't line up very well. Okay, but that's not all for that asteroids. Whoa. So we'll go ahead and stop moving so fast. He's got incredible pickup, this ship. All right, and turn everything off again. No, stay on. Gyros off. Okay, and dampeners off. Guess it won't matter if the engine's on or not. I can't really dampen. And there we go. We're ready to go again. Pick out a new asteroid. Yeah, so this was mostly just kind of a free exploration episode and talking about the channel updates. So it's probably going to do it. Didn't really get a lot of accomplished. But next episode, I will have a ton of materials from these asteroids back on the moon. We'll be processing it all. And maybe we'll start creating our large ship that we can then use to head over to Mars and beyond. If you guys like this episode, if you want to see VR on my channel, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not, so you can see as soon as it comes available. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Guys, Bunch on X. Catch you later. Bye.